force of habit to be laying back like a troll on the That's fucking dangerous. My foot's underneath this chair.
Thanks for joining us, Eternal Kings Motorcycle Society. We are back at this again. Switched it to a video that we'll upload because for whatever reason we are running into some technical difficulties when it comes to the actual live on Facebook. So I'm not exactly sure what was happening. Then this is a new setup for us with the Insta360. So again, appreciate you tuning in though. We'll get this posted live here shortly. Anyways, with that being said, just want to give the same announcements I was given at the last video. Some things that we have going on here at Eternal Kings Motorcycle Society. Of course, we got our twice a month MDR is what we call it, Mystery Destination Ride. And that is on the second Thursday, last Thursday of every month. We just had our last one, and it was actually at the Trough is where we ended up going. And that's actually in East Mesa. If you aren't familiar with the Trough, it's actually a cool little spot. They got food, they got beverages, they got actually pretty good food too. Great hospitality, great service, real nice people. The manager there is great. But so yeah, definitely stop in, pay them a visit. So thank you, the Trough, for having us down there. The next one is actually going to be on the 27th. So if you aren't able to make it, which hopefully you are, leave us a comment when you see our posts about maybe where you want us to go, and then that way we can go check it out and stuff like that. Put it on our spinning wheel and see where it lands. But hopefully you can join us. We do meet at 99th Avenue and Van Buren. There is a QT right there. And that's where we meet at 7:30 p.m. We generally KSU right around 8 to 8:05 p.m. So anyways, with that said, we got some volunteer stuff coming up. This Saturday, not today, but next Saturday, the 22nd, we have a volunteer event. We're going to be hanging with the Rough Riders and I believe helping out Heaven's Healing Hands and St. Vincent de Paul. Basically doing some like clothing handouts and some toiletries and things like that. So definitely don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Get involved. Get out there, help where you can. Lots of options. And then last but certainly not least, we have our volunteer at St. Mary's on the 6th of July coming up. That's always a fun one. It is indoor. It is air conditioned, same as St. Vincent de Paul's. It's food box prep. It's emergency food box prep from 8 in the morning to 10. Their location is like the 31st Avenue and Thomas. So definitely pop in and see us down there. Let us know. You can get at U-Turn. He's actually right here next to me. Or myself, or the page. The number is 602-753-8059 goes directly there. Or the page, has people monitor and watch. Now, if you don't know who I am, I'm Spaz. Eternal Kings Phoenix. I'm one of the original founders here in Phoenix. We actually created this back in March of 2019. We are nationally registered and trademarked. We're also a full 501c3 organization, have been for a few years now. So we've been around for a little while. And then U-Turn used to be the president of Nebraska. He was one of the individuals that helped start the Nebraska charter, and now he's actually in Phoenix with us as well. And then of course we have Ruinz. He's actually going to be our guest celebrity today, kind of going through some questions and helping you folks, all of our amazing followers, know a little bit about our organization. So let's not wasting more time. Let's get into it. And remember, hail to the King. So with that, U-Turn, thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. Ruinz, thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. So we want to talk a little bit, Mr. Ruinz, here about your squireship. So let's talk first about that. For those that don't know, we actually do squireships, not prospecting. Kind of similar. So talk to us about it, man. Like, what made you? First of all, what made you decide? Hey, you know what? Let me hang around these guys. Let me join these guys.
Well, I knew Lineup from back when I used to ride mini bikes, and I seen that he jumped over to riding Harleys and bigger bikes, and we were talking about it back when we were riding mini bikes. I was like, hey, if I get a bigger bike, I'll ride with you, and I ended up getting a crotch rocket. And he was like, hey, bro, you got a crotch rocket, come ride with us. And I came and rode one of the rides, you know, my crotch rocket was a little, as some people would say, nigga rigged. But
little sketch, huh?
Yeah, it was a little sketch. I was leaking antifreeze all the way out to our destination that we rode to, you know, and it was one of the bros was like, hey, actually it was Kill Switch. Kill Switch was like, hey bro, what's going on with your bike? Why you keep looking down? And I'm like, well, I'm leaking. And he was like, well, we'll get you taken care of. From there, it was like, okay, these guys are pretty cool. They didn't have to help me out, but that was something that I liked. You know, it was like, not that I was looking for a handout because I could have fixed my own bike, but it was just that they took the initiative to, hey, bro, you rode out with us. We're going to make sure you're straight, you know, like a family would. That's one thing that I was looking for when I started riding, you know, for anything, you know, just somebody to ride with. And these guys, they treat me like they're family. And that's what made me want to become a squire. You know, throughout my squireship, it was nothing but love. They walking me into their homes. You know, they showed me different things. They most of them put me in a path to become a better man. And that's something that I like about them.
It's one of our core values, right? Like when we have a core value called Battle for Greatness.
Battle for Greatness. And my battle for greatness right now is, you know, being here for my son, something that my dad wanted me to do. And my brother Spaz right here, he's teaching me how to become a better man. My brother U-Turn, he's teaching me how to become a better man, you know, different things.
And you're in the high school diploma program now, right?
Right.
How'd that happen?
Penn Foster EDU, that's a program that my brother Spaz told me, you know, hey bro, I heard you talking about you want to go back to school and get your GED. Well, fuck that, bro. Get your high school diploma. Here goes this program. And I was like, well, bro, I pretty much need the first steps to getting into it. And my bro Spaz was like, hey, look, fuck it. We're going to put something out there and see if we can get a little bit of help. And with all my brothers and sisters' help, you know, they helped raise money for me to get a fucking laptop and get into the program now. Now look at me, got my first course going on, and I'm 3 lessons in. I'm on my way to greatness, like my bro Spaz said.
That's good stuff. And a big shout out on the laptop to Sluggo or Tom from Mesa Computer Repair. On our website at EternalKingsMS.com, you can go right to the sponsors. You'll see Mesa Computer Repair Services. So that's actually Sluggo's business, and he actually is the one that basically put the laptop together, made sure everything was functional, everything so that our bro could actually go through this program. But this program, guys, is not just something we do for a bro. Obviously, we want to do it for a bro, of course. But the program that we have is through Penn Foster EDU. It's actually for our Fresh Start youth. So what that is designed to be is it's for 18 to 26-year-old young adults who are in group homes and foster homes and juvenile corrections. Maybe they didn't get a diploma, they didn't get a GED, something like that. So it gives them an option, you know, between that age. They can reach out to us. We actually get a little bit of a discount through the program. The ultimate goal is to be able to raise enough money and through donors and things like that, and also through us, to where we can actually put that out there and start putting people back through school. Have them get their high school diplomas and stuff, because that's what matters. But no, he mentioned not having it and wanting it and wanting to do something like that. And even though his father's no longer with us, he wanted to make him proud. And my mom passed when I was 13, and that's a big point of why we're doing this Eternal King stuff and why I'm doing it, is because I want to be able to give back and make a difference. And I've always been in the motorcycle world. Figure why not, you know? And now we got bros like Ruinz hopping in and getting things done. So we definitely look forward to seeing him graduate and get his diploma. And then he's going to go on to being a counselor. So you heard it here first. He's going to be a counselor. And if you need counseling services later on down the road, by all means, hit us up. We'll put you in contact, okay? All right, so with that, Ruinz, what about let's talk about some of the other core values, man. So we talked about battle for greatness, but what about like the king mentality? Because that's a big one. A lot of people talk about that.
King mentality for me is, holding up to something that you say. Not just that, but keeping up with yourself, being the man you can be. Like, that's another that falls back into battle for greatness. Battling for greatness is something that I do every day. Being a king is something that I hold my head up and tell myself every day, hey, you're a king. You can do this, I mean, it's different things. it's a lot of different things you can say about king mentality, but my main thing that I say is strive forward, never look back, just keep pushing. You know,
I respect that.
Make
man.
sure you leave your mark on, like our motto say, leave your mark, not just in life, not just in family, friends, but outside of that. Leave your mark on everybody you talk to, and that's one thing that I do. Anybody you talk to, you know, they'll tell you, hey, you're good. That's a good person. He can always give you a word of knowledge, no matter if it's an older person or a younger person. I can talk to anybody. That's one reason why I want to become a counselor. You know, just
being able to connect
with people, being able to
help them change the circumstances.
Different levels with knowledge and understanding, just a listening ear. That's me. You know.
Well, it's good that he's got the listening ear. My name is Spaz, as I said earlier. Obviously, I do talk quite a bit, but with that, like I said, yeah, I mean, we think these programs are very, very important, right? And that's why we're doing what we're doing. We've impacted many lives already through our programs, mainly our Hope for the Holidays program. That's the birthdays, Christmas, Ramadan, Kwanzaa, Thanksgiving. We really don't care. We want to step in. We want to de-stress the holiday, help provide ornaments, help provide gifts, and we do it up. I mean, you can ask anybody, that's rode along with us for these events. I mean, it's actually on our page. You can go talk to the families. We have some reviews up. We do it up. So, I mean, if you need help around the holidays, we have one family currently that reached out to us, has 4 kids, had a little bit of a bad situation go on, and we're looking forward to being able to help that family. But we also helped another lady who had some blood clotting issues and things like that with Easter this year. And then last year we helped, a bunch of kids and stuff like that for Thanksgiving and for Christmas, right? Families for those things. So, I mean, year to date, I think, what's it been, 33 kids.
33 kids. And
33
right now
kids.
Our goal for this year is on a minimum of 20 kids.
Minimum 20 more. So we'll be at 53 or more by the end of this year is our goal. So we're going to continue to go up and more and more and more and more. Obviously, this year we've gotten some sponsors. Brad Johnson Injury Law. Let me make a mention of him real quick. Him and his team, absolutely fantastic people. So if you do get hurt or anything like that in any type of injury, automobile, motorcycle, slip and fall, whatever the injury is, reach out to his office at 1-800-3-INJURY. You can also click the link through our website, EternalKingsMS.com, sponsors, and then click his link. It'll take you directly to the Brad Johnson page.
While you're talking about sponsors too, also give a shout out also to Warren over at What's Fresh.
Yeah, big
Warren
shout out.
Warren at What's Fresh. Thank you very much. He helps us out a lot with every single
with our feeding.
Homeless.
Yeah, so if you don't know who What's Fresh or Latitude Catering is, there's a guy named Chef Warren, and guy had some circumstance, man. I'm not going to tell his story. You'll have to meet him in person and get that story from him. But I'll just tell you, he's revamped his life quite a bit. He's an amazing chef. He's probably going to hear this and his head's going to get big, but amazing chef. The guy rides his motorcycle all the time, but in between riding his motorcycle, he's chefing it up. He's been a chef at Juniper Pines, made some really exquisite meals up there, but he also has his own business, What's Fresh Catering, and then he does firefighter feeding and feeds firefighters through Latitude Catering Services. So a lot of times he ain't in the valley because he's gone 3, 4, 5 months to go feed firefighters and stuff like that. But yeah, he gets down and he does a lot of help for us when it comes to feeding the homeless. And then there's some silent partners that he connects with that donate stuff to him. So we don't know who you are, but we appreciate you nonetheless.
Definitely.
So anyways, with that, I think we got some good questions answered. We're going to go ahead and get this video posted. Hopefully you can join us again. We're going to try to go live the next time again and see if it works. If it doesn't, we'll just post another video. But we're going to try to do this once a month or something. So hopefully you do at least watch these. Give us a comment, on here. Let us know what you want to know about the organization, perhaps. We'll write it down. We can make sure it gets answered. We are going to have the Eternal Queens come up on here and share some information about the Eternal Queens and what they do as a social club and how they help us. So that's going to be happening soon. And then we'll probably get some other bros from and you know, maybe some other organizations or, you know, things like that on here in time too. So time will tell. We don't know. We just play it by ear. We do what we do. But yeah, the big thing I'll leave you with is Eternal Kings is all about just helping out. We're not trying to get in anybody's way. We were founded out of having a lot of respect and a lot of familiarity with the motorcycle club world. Some of us have worn patches before. Actually, we wore at one point, did wear this on our back. We tried that. It was just not our path. Wanted to focus on, you know, just the charity stuff, focus on our growth, and our original vision. And our original vision was just being a motorcycle society, having this war on the front where our heart is, you know, so that we can always have it right there, you know. And we ain't about claiming territory. We're not at all about that. We don't have territory rockers. The only thing you'll ever see really worn on our back, and I hope it don't happen for a long time, is like a King for Eternity patch. Somebody that passed, because even in death, our bros have our backs. So if you see us out riding, I'm just going to tell you in advance, we're not a traditional motorcycle club, motorcycle group, motorcycle family, organization, anything like that. We do earn all of our, we call it our sigil. We do earn it. Anything you see any bro wearing this King sigil, it means they went through a squireship process. They earned it. We don't even care if a bro leaves and comes back. That bro still got to go through the squireship again and know that, to show that he's committed to it. It's just the way we are. So we don't want anybody out there giving us a bad name and stuff like that. So anyways, with that, again, thank you for joining us. Leave us a comment, like, share, follow. Get at us if you have questions, and we'll talk soon.